Have you ever suspected that what you lacked is not talent or effort, but the quiet blessings you keep draining every day? Have you ever noticed that some people stop chasing money so desperately, and money seems to come closer, while others grind harder and feel like money slips through their fingers? Welcome back to the channel. I know why you clicked. You are not here for fantasy. You are here because you want something stable, something you can actually use, something that helps you build a life where you can breathe, where your effort becomes results, where your path feels less full of hidden traps. Today, I want to give you 2 ideas that will guide everything in this episode. First, good deeds do support wealth, but wealth does not only depend on how much you earn. It depends on whether you can hold it, keep it clean, and stop leaking your blessings through daily habits. Second, money is not just paper. Money is a mirror. It reflects your mind, your boundaries, your choices, your discipline, your patience, your wisdom, your compassion, and your relationship with fear. Now let me tell you a story, because stories make teachings real. Her name was Kingi. She lived in a city that never slowed down. Trains ran early, screens stayed bright late, and everyone looked like they were sprinting, even when they were only walking. Kingi was not lazy. She worked hard. She was the kind of person who could take pressure and keep moving. During the day, she worked her main job. At night, she did side work. Weekends, she picked up extra tasks. When people complained about being tired, Kingi would say she did not fear hardship. She only feared hardship with no result. And that line carried a lot of pain, because Kingi was doing so much. Yet she felt like money would not stay with her. She earned, but she could not keep. She saved a little. Then something broke. She got a small win. Then a bigger expense appeared. She finally felt stable. Then she stepped into a trap she did not see coming. After a while, she began to believe a dangerous thought. Maybe I do not have wealth luck. Maybe my destiny is built for struggle. When people start believing their destiny is fixed, they stop looking for the real mechanism. They stop training the mind. They stop protecting their blessings. They either become bitter or reckless, and both paths leak even more. One evening, Kingi met a friend for a simple meal. Nothing fancy, just something warm after a long day. This friend had a calmer life. The friend did not look like someone constantly sprinting, and yet the friend's income was more stable. Kingi finally asked what she had been holding inside for months. "How are you doing this? I work like a machine. Why do I still feel unstable?" Her friend did not give her a complicated strategy. Her friend said something simple and sharp. "Your urgency makes you messy. When you become messy, you make wrong choices. Then money is forced to patch holes you created." Kingi went quiet, because she knew it was true. She remembered the expensive course she bought out of fear of missing out. She remembered the trend she chased without understanding the risk. She remembered the cheap tool she bought to save money. Then it broke twice. Then she bought it again and again. She remembered the social spending she did for face, dinners that brought no real connection, only an empty wallet and an even emptier heart. None of these decisions were made from wisdom. They were made from panic. And panic is a hungry ghost. Panic never feels full. It keeps eating. And the more it eats, the more it fears. That night, Kingi sat alone and stared at the ceiling. She did not feel inspired. She felt exposed. But exposure is not a curse. Exposure can be awakening. She began to look at money differently. Money was not her enemy. Money was not her savior. Money was a mirror. It reflected whether her mind was stable. It reflected whether her boundaries were strong. It reflected whether her choices were wise. It reflected whether her heart was greedy or content. It reflected whether her life had discipline or chaos. And then she realized something that changed her direction. Maybe the question was not why money runs away. Maybe the question was why my life keeps creating holes. If you want to understand wealth through a spiritual lens, you can use a simple image. Blessings are like water. Virtue is like the container. Habits are like the pipes. If the container is cracked, water cannot stay. If the pipes are chaotic, water leaks everywhere. So you do not only pray for more water, you repair the container. You fix the pipes. Then even ordinary income begins to feel more supportive. King He decided to train 5 gates in her life. Not like a rigid checklist, but like a path of cultivation. And I want you to walk with her, because you may recognize your own life in the process. The first gate was calming the mind before making money decisions. Most people treat money like math, but money is also emotion, fear, craving, shame, pride, comparison, urgency. Those emotions can hijack your decisions. And when emotions hijack decisions, the numbers do not matter anymore. King He realized her most expensive habit was not spending. It was panic. When she felt short on money, her chest tightened. When her chest tightened, her mind rushed. When her mind rushed, she wanted a quick fix. When she wanted a quick fix, she became vulnerable to shortcuts. Shortcuts are rarely cheap. They are usually delayed costs wearing a friendly mask. So King He started a simple practice. 10 minutes a day. She sat quietly, not to become mystical, not to escape the world, just to stop being dragged. She watched her breath. She felt her body. She noticed her thoughts. She noticed how often her mind told the same story again and again. If I do not hurry, I will fall behind. If I do not take this chance, I will miss everything. If I do not prove myself, I will be nobody. She did not argue with those thoughts. She watched them, and something surprising happened. When she watched them, they weakened. When they weakened, her decisions slowed down. When her decisions slowed down, her accuracy increased. With a calmer mind, she could see clearly. Is this opportunity real value or a trap built on hype? Is this expense needed or emotional compensation? Is this person trustworthy or just skilled at selling dreams? Is this deal aligned with my long-term path or only feeding my urgency? When you can see clearly, money stops leaking so fast. This is the wisdom part of practice. Wisdom is not only philosophy. Wisdom is clear seeing in the moment before you act. A fearful mind cannot see clearly. A stable mind can. The second gate was guarding boundaries. This gate is painful for kind people. Many good-hearted people lose money, not because they are foolish, but because they cannot say no. Their compassion is real, but their boundaries are weak. And weak boundaries become a doorway for misuse. King He had weak boundaries, especially with people. Someone asked to borrow money and she felt guilty refusing. Someone invited her out and she feared being judged if she declined. Someone asked for help and she said yes even when she was exhausted. Someone pulled her into drama and she stayed because she did not want to be called cold. And slowly, quietly, her resources were drained, time drained, energy drained, attention drained, money drained. Then she felt more anxious, and anxiety pushed her into more messy decisions. And the cycle kept repeating. King He learned a spiritual truth that sounds simple but saves destinies. Compassion without boundaries becomes harm. Discipline is not cruelty. Discipline is protection. In practice traditions, precepts are not chains. They are fences. A fence is not there to imprison you. A fence is there to keep what is precious from being trampled. King He began practicing clean boundaries in 3 areas. She protected her time. She protected her money. She protected her emotional space. This did not mean she became selfish. It meant she became clear. She stopped lending money in ways that created resentment. She stopped joining gatherings that were only facing no real connection. She stopped rescuing people who refused to take responsibility for themselves. She learned to help in ways that did not destroy her own stability. And here is the strange miracle. When she started saying no, her yes became more valuable. When her yes became more valuable, people respected her more. When people respected her more, fewer people tried to misuse her. Boundaries protect money, yes, but even deeper, boundaries protect your blessings. Because your blessings are not only cash. Your blessings are also the strength of your mind, the steadiness of your energy, the cleanliness of your conscience, the warmth of your relationships, and the trust you build in the world. The 3rd gate was long-term thinking. Many people lose wealth stability because they cannot endure slow growth. They want quick results. Quick results create pressure. Pressure invites shortcuts. Shortcuts break integrity. When integrity breaks, blessings leak. King He used to chase short-term wins. She would ask herself every week whether she could earn more this month. She would not ask what she was building. Her friend asked her a question that sounded almost insulting. Are you becoming more valuable or only more tired? That question hit hard because King He realized she was working a lot, but she was not always growing in the right direction. She was moving, but not necessarily progressing. So she changed her strategy. She stopped chasing every trend. She focused on one skill that could compound. She improved her reliability. She strengthened her reputation. She built a clean track record. Old teachings call this diligence. Not the frantic kind, the steady kind. The kind that keeps going without needing constant excitement. The kind that keeps planting seeds even when the harvest is far away. Long-term thinking is also spiritual practice because it trains patience. And patience is the ability to not sell your future for a cheap comfort today. A person who can wait can build. A person who cannot wait often burns their own house down. This is not moral judgment. It is cause and effect. When King He became more long-term, her money felt cleaner. It came slower sometimes, but it stayed longer. It did not arrive with chaos attached. It did not demand that she betray herself to keep it. Clean money feels different in the body. It lets you sleep. The 4th gate was learning how to spend with wisdom. Most people think wealth luck means earning more, but wealth is a cycle. Earning, using, keeping. If you only focus on earning, you can still end up exhausted and unstable. King He had to spending extremes. Sometimes she was too cheap. She bought the lowest quality to save money, then repaired it, then replaced it, then paid more in the long run. Other times she spent emotionally. When she was sad, she bought things. When she was anxious, she ordered more food. When she felt empty, she filled a cart like a ritual of distraction. Neither extreme was wisdom. Both were leakage. She learned a simple principle that changed her relationship with money. Spend to reduce future suffering. Stop spending to soothe temporary emotion. So she began to invest in quality when it truly mattered. Tools that increased her ability. Health habits that protected her body. Learning that strengthened her competence. Choices that reduced long-term costs. and she began to pause before emotional spending. When she wanted to buy something impulsively, she would breathe and ask herself, "Is this truly needed? Or am I trying to buy relief?" Sometimes she still bought it, but the difference was that she was conscious. Conscious spending is already a form of wisdom. Unconscious spending is karma on autopilot. She also practiced contentment. Contentment does not mean you never want improvement. Contentment means you stop being controlled by comparison. Comparison is a thief. It steals gratitude. It steals peace. It steals money. Because when you compare, you start buying identity instead of buying usefulness. You start buying face instead of buying value. Face is expensive and never satisfied. When king, he learned contentment. Her money stopped running like a river out of her hands. The fifth gate was the blessings logic, the inner economy behind the outer economy. Here we return to good deeds, because yes, virtue supports wealth, but not as a superstition and not as a transaction. It supports wealth because it changes the mind that handles wealth. When you practice generosity, you weaken the scarcity mindset. When you weaken scarcity, you reduce greed. When you reduce greed, you become harder to deceive. When you become harder to deceive, you lose less money. When you lose less money, your life becomes steadier. Also, generosity builds relationships, not manipulative relationships. Warm relationships. Warm relationships are invisible wealth. They create support in hard times and opportunities in turning points. But generosity must be wise. It must not destroy your boundaries. That is why we talked about the second gate first. King, he began practicing 3 types of giving, not as performance, but as cultivation. Sometimes she gave material help within her ability. Sometimes she shared useful knowledge so others could avoid mistakes. Sometimes she offered calm presence to someone who was scared, the kind of support that makes another human being feel less alone. As she did this, something loosened inside her. Her fear of losing softened. Her tight grip relaxed. Her decisions became calmer. And when the mind is calmer, it is easier to hold money without panic. You stop making desperate moves. You stop gambling with your future. You stop selling your integrity for short-term relief. This is the spiritual secret people often miss. Money is drawn to stability. Money stays with integrity. Money grows under patience. Money feels safe around wisdom. Money becomes meaningful through compassion. Now pause here and look at your own life with honesty, not with shame. Shame is another leak. Look with awakening. What habit leaks your money most? What emotion pushes you into wrong financial choices? Where are your boundaries weak? Where do you chase short-term reward and damage long-term stability? Where do you spend to soothe the heart instead of healing the heart? The moment you can see clearly is already awakening. Awakening is seeing. Practice is not following the old pattern once you see it. King, he stayed with these gates for months, and her life changed, but not in a fake movie way. It changed in a real way. She did not suddenly win a lottery. She simply stepped into fewer traps. She made fewer impulsive purchases. She stopped lending money with guilt. She stopped using spending to numb emotion. She built skills that compounded. She became more reliable. She became calmer under pressure. Life became less full of holes. And when holes close, money feels like it stays. Then something else happened. Opportunities started showing up. A colleague recommended her for a better project. A client trusted her more and offered stable work. A small side skill became a reliable income stream. Some people would call this luck, but it was prepared conditions. It was cause and effect. And here is the deeper destiny lesson. Money running after you is not always about speed. It is about whether your life feels like a safe home for resources. If your mind is chaotic, money feels unsafe. If your boundaries are weak, money is pulled away by others. If your thinking is short-term, money is sacrificed for quick pleasure. If your spending is emotional, money is used to cover inner emptiness. If your heart is greedy and fearful, money is never enough and you are always vulnerable. But if you cultivate stability, boundaries, long-term thinking, wise spending, and blessings logic, money begins to behave differently in your life. Now I want to speak directly to the person who is tired right now. Maybe you are working hard and still feel behind. Maybe you are carrying family responsibilities. Maybe you are anxious about bills. Maybe you feel ashamed when you look at your bank balance. Maybe you feel like you missed your chance. Listen carefully. Your destiny is not only your circumstances. Your destiny is your direction. If you start repairing the leaks today, you are already changing destiny. Even before the numbers change, your heart begins to change. You sleep a little deeper because you stop panicking. You think a little clearer because you stop rushing. You feel a little stronger because you stop breaking your own promises. You feel a little freer because you stop eyeing face. You feel a little warmer because you practice giving without fear. These are not small. These are foundations. Let me close this story with a simple scene. One day, King, he walked past a store window and saw something she used to want badly. The old version of her would have felt a sharp craving. She would have thought she deserved it because she worked so hard. Then she might have bought it to soothe the heart. This time she paused. She breathed. She asked herself what she truly wanted. She realized she did not want the object. She wanted relief. She wanted safety. She wanted to feel like life was not chasing her. So she walked on, and she felt something surprising. Peace. Peace is priceless wealth. And when you have peace, you make better decisions. When you make better decisions, money stops running away like it fears you. Now it is your turn. In the comments, tell me the most honest answer you can. Which gate is hardest for you right now? Is it calming the mind, boundaries, long-term thinking, wise spending, or blessings logic? Also share one small change you are willing to practice this week. One change, not 10. 1. If this video helped you, support the channel by subscribing, liking, and commenting so more people can find these long-form teachings. And if you want to practice more systematically with mindfulness, ethics, wisdom, and compassion in daily life, consider becoming a member. We will keep walking this path together, not in fantasy, but in real life. Until next time, protect your blessings, guard your gates, and remember that wealth follows the mind that becomes stable enough to hold it. Every person carries a certain energy. Your focus, your dreams, your purpose. Bracelet is a physical reminder of that energy. Symbol you wear daily that pushes you to stay grounded, balanced, and aligned. If one of the bracelets caught your eye, you can order it through the link in the description and check more powerful styles on our homepage store. Choose the one that strengthens your journey.